Original Story Part 1. Larry's Story in the Flesh-Eating Plant, March 24, 1841. Once upon a time, on a village far, far away called Lavalle Town, there was a little 15-year-old boy named Larry. Larry is a smart and polite boy. He'd do anything to make his parents proud. He studied at the 10th grade at the Lavalle Town's high school, and he always passed the test during exam. But one day a suspicious scientist named Maxie from Uliabulia City brought a plant to Lavalle Town to show it from Prof.Spruce. They've been studying to this plant for years, and they find out that this plant is no ordinary plant. It's a dangerous plant that evolved into a mutant plant when died. So they kept the plant safe on a very hidden basement on the Lavalle Town school where it's dark and safe. But Larry is curious about the plant, so he quietly opened the basement and accidentally broke the cage and let the plant get out, and it eats all the animals like cows, sheep, pigs, chickens, and goats, and they named the plant the flesh-eating plant that eats animal flesh and even humans. So Larry felt guilty and ran away and left the town and moved on Melancholia Forest. October 5, 1850. Larry is now 26 years old that made new friends named Flair, Jacob, Mike, and Butch. They made their own group called Team Airflare. Part 2. The Team Airflare. November 7, 1850. Larry has made his team called Team Airflare. They lived in the Melancholia City, Route 5 Airflare hideout. Larry is the leader of the group. Jacob is the group admin. Flair is the group RBG master member. Mike is the group agent, and Butch is the scientist. Butch made a new creature from a cow called Cindericedon. The Cindericedon is an omnivore creature that eats meats and plants. They use these creatures to make their team stronger. A lot of people joined Larry's group, and they agreed to be the group's grunts for $1,000.50 per month. The grunt's job is to steal things from people like pets and other animals to make new creatures from them. A grunt stole 3 chickens and brought it to the Airflare's hideout, and Butch is thinking what creatures can be made from a chicken. A few hours later, Butch had an idea what things he can do from a chicken. He used the specimen and DNA of a dog and a crocodile to use it from the chicken. A few weeks later, the experiment was successfully created. The new creature called the mologist. The mologist is half bird, half reptile, and half mammal. The mologist eats any kinds of raw meats. January 1, 1851. It's New Year, so Larry went back to his old village Lavalle Town. After a long time, the Lavalle Town is not the same when he left the town at the age of 15. The town was beautiful. It has fresh flowers, green trees, and beautiful houses. But now, year 1851, the town was destroyed because of the flesh-eating plant. Back in 1842, soldiers tried to kill the plant, but they made it worse, and destroys the town and killed all the people, including Larry's family. The mutant flesh-eating plant destroyed the beauties of the town. Back to 1851, only few people lived there except Larry's family because they died in the year 1842. The people who lived in that town in the year 1851 are scientists, teachers, and other children's. They still use the old Lavalle Town's high school, but they don't use it for high schools anymore. They use it for any children's who want to learn. Part 3. When the journey starts, March 5, 1851, Larry became a bad guy, a criminal, and they don't just steal animals anymore, they also steal money from banks and people too. But Larry feels something is still missing from his life, but he didn't know it yet. Dandelion Town. A place full of happiness and beauty. This is where our story begins, with our heroes from day one to forever. Once upon a time, on a region full of mysteries, secrets, and guardians. It's the Tentralian region. Each 2 large islands in this region has a bird guardian, the sun and the moon. These 2 birds has a role in the 2 islands. They are the guardians. Mekehoka Island is for the sun bird, and the Halahulia Island is for the moon bird. A boy named Albert in Mekehoka Island, Dandelion Town. He won a ticket for a trip to Lavalle Town, so he invited his friends to go with him to Lavalle Town for 8 months.